my name's Judy.
And I'm Ceci.
And together we are
Two Girls on a Mic. Do elevator music. Welcome back to Two Girls on a Mic, where sometimes we have three girls on a mic. Faby's back with us, and today we're going to be talking about dating and then maybe doing a little like Christmas
gift guide.
Yeah, recommendations, guides. But you know, as we do, we go about our weeks, and you guys will see it in the bloopers. We had some interesting dreams. But what was real life? What was happening in real life?
Okay, I'll go first. My week was pretty good. I had work. I worked out. Feeling 10 out of 10. I worked out with a friend. Killed my back working out.
Like good killing, or like
yeah, I'm so sore
what
right now.
What type of working out are you talking about?
Like it doesn't help that I say back workouts. Honestly, I'm living life. I love my life right now.
Oh, well, that makes one of us.
What have I? I've been sick this whole past week, so I've been. I'm still a little sick, but I'm a lot better than I was. But I blame it on my child, because literally, you know, I know how he got me sick, because he's been getting sick like on and off because he goes to school and there's like kids that don't cover their mouth when they cough. But then my child decides to come say he's talking to me and he just coughs on my face. So at that moment I knew I was sick. So
yeah, I think I was talking to my mom about that too, but kids in their first year of school, that usually happens since they're being exposed to so many things.
Yeah, because before he would rarely get sick. Like super, I think before he went to school he got sick maybe a handful of times.
Yeah.
And now like he's been in school for what, 3 months or so. He started in August, and he's been getting sick so frequently. It's so annoying.
Oh,
So annoying. Because I feel bad for him.
No. Please.
I just feel bad for him because luckily this time around he only got sick for 2 days. Like over the weekend he was better, but I've been struggling. Derek's been he's a lot worse than I am. He has a major like bad cough, but it's just like, ugh, I hate him being sick so long.
Yeah,
I can deal with it, I guess.
You're a big girl.
Yeah. And actually I got to work 2 days from home, so
okay.
that's nice.
Thank you, Joey.
I know. Do it again. What did I do this weekend? I went to San Diego for a show. That was fun. It was for Alex's birthday. That was my birthday gift to her.
And for you.
And for me. But I paid for her tickets. And then we had Izzy's birthday party, because I've talked about it before how everyone in my family is like very close in December. And yeah, my mom was sick.
Oh, she was?
Yeah. She was like dying the day that I went. She was like bedridden. As soon as she got home from work, went to sleep, didn't wake up till the next day.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Yeah. She feels better now.
We love that for her.
But we have a joke because she's always coughing. For like the last 5 years, she just coughs. And she refuses to go to the doctor. So we're like, well, can't do much for you. But she's feeling better now. And now we're here. But that brings us to Thankful Thursday. I'm going to say I'm thankful for my sisters, because I spent a lot of time with them this weekend. No matter how much they annoy me. Still love them.
I'm thankful. This is going to sound so corny. For my friends that I have with me now. Like, I love the group of friends that I've like gathered here.
You stirred up the pot.
Yeah. I'm like, but like this year really taught me to like weave out those people that I thought were friends out of my life. And I've been so much better. I'm like grateful for my family, my niece, my nephew, my mom, my brother, whatever. But I'm very grateful for the friends that I have. Like, I'm so happy. I'm like grateful for like where I'm at right now.
Oh, that's cute.
Happy.
Stop.
I'm gonna say I'm grateful for 2 things. One, my mom, because her birthday just passed on the 12th. And she's been like super amazing to me, and Joey loves her. Like literally Joey the other day is like, I want to go to my grandma. I'm like, which one? My favorite grandma. I was like,
so that's the other one.
So I was like, okay. But I'm very grateful for her and her being in my life. And also to piggy off of you, yeah, the friends that we have now, like I never had, like I've always had friends, but never like true friends I can like talk to and like joke around with, and we would hang out. But this year specifically, or these past 2 years, we've all developed like this really good friendship with like the inner circle that we have, because before it was just like the boys, and it was just me, and I was like, hello, I need girlfriends.
Can you guys go get girlfriends, please?
Only one of them did.
I mean, one of them did, but it didn't work out, but you stuck around.
Okay, we didn't have to mention that. I'm trying to forget about that.
But yeah, only one of them did.
But yeah, I'm glad with the friends that we have now. I feel like it's a very genuine friendship.
Yeah.
And there's no like toxicity. I mean, a little bit of toxicity,
but it's like fun.
Healthy toxicity.
That's what keeps us going.
But just like real friendships, nothing fake.
Yeah.
You know, I love that.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen each other in like what, a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks.
It's been way too long.
And then we got together. It's like nothing.
Yeah, like we saw each other yesterday.
But you know, with friends comes dating.
Oh, so good. I was like, where is she going?
Where am I going with this? Some people date in their inner circle. I wouldn't suggest that for everyone.
It doesn't always work out.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's safe to say that dating in this era or this day and age, I'm not that old, but
she looks over here.
I'm not ancient.
Wow.
I was like, all jokes.
I'm only 30, relax. Wait, I saw a TikTok that somebody said, how old is too old to be clubbing? And she said 30. I was like, excuse me? If I wanted to, I still can go.
But will you?
We're going, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Or going bar hopping.
Yeah.
What if we end up in a
I mean, I'm fine, but it's not like my go-to. But I don't think you're not too old for that.
No.
Okay.
Faby.
I feel so old going to the club. I haven't gone, I think. I'm not sure anymore. But like, if I do, I'm like, God damn, these knees are hurting. I'm trying to throw it back. You know what sounds good? My bed. Going on.
But yeah, anyway. It's different. It's a different dating scene than it was. I want to say just before phones were like, dating apps were coming out and all that stuff. I mean, I personally didn't do a lot of dating. Yeah. My dating was like talking to people, like texting, but we wouldn't really go out on dates and stuff. We wouldn't really hang out. It was just talking to each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I met Matt, and that wasn't like a traditional dating thing. Right. So I don't have much experience.
Yeah, and I haven't dated. I never dated. Because I've been with Derek since I was 16. So
and that one kid from Mexico.
I forgot about that. Wow.
I remember that was like episode 3.
I mean, I had boyfriends, but everything was at school. Like I never hung out with them outside of school. And that guy in Mexico, that was the most I had like boyfriend outside of school, because I didn't go to school there. Yeah. So I would hang out with him. But other than that, I don't have any experience dating at all. So hence why we have an expert.
Wow. I've done the dating apps. I've done dating friends. I've done it all.
Okay, well, let's start with dating apps.
Okay.
I've met some people that they try to stay away from them, and then they eventually cave in, or maybe they don't. And some people that are like all about it. Like we have a friend that met on Bumble, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And they're married now and they have a kid.
Oh my god, yeah. That's such like a perfect story.
Yeah.
But it doesn't always.
It doesn't.
It seems rare.
It's so rare. At least for me, I try to stay away from it. Okay. And then I got into the peer pressure because they're like, dude, you're going to go into it, you're going to swipe, and then you're going to see who likes you, and then you can deny them. And I'm just like, wow. It's
boost your ego.
Yeah, boost your ego. It sounds so bad, but it really does. And I tried it. I've like gone out with a few. I even dated one, and it never, at least for me, it never ended bad. It always ended like mutual. It always ended with like us trying to grow each other separately, which is great. But it never worked out for me because a lot of the times when you try to message a guy or a girl, they're very blunt with it, which is great, I guess. But or they're trying to be sneaky. All they want is sex. And a lot of the times on dating apps, you want that one night stand. And I think that's what it's being used for more maybe now. I haven't been on it in like 4 or 5 years now. But at the time that I was on it, the time that it was like popping and all that stuff, it was usually done for like one night stands. Like you would go to a different city. Let's say we would go to Vegas. And we were all single. And then we would all download it, put our pictures up, and we would try to do something. We'll download it like midday. And the night we would have dates already.
Okay.
That's how I feel like at the time that I had it, it was being used for.
And I feel like that's okay if you're upfront with the person
Yeah.
that you're clicking with, because some girls and some guys, that's what they want it for, and it's perfectly fine. But if there's somebody like on their profile that says like looking for a serious relationship, and then you go ahead and swipe, and you message them, and your intentions are not to be in a long-term relationship or a serious, then that's kind of fucked up because you're wasting their time. When they're putting it out there in the profile, like, this is what I'm looking for. If you're not gonna give me that, then
dating, it's great for a lot of people. I've like seen and heard about a lot of like couples that met on Bumble, Tinder, OkCupid, like Farmers Only.
FarmersOnly.com.
Like,
isn't there Christian
Mingle? And then like there's so many out there now. And it works a lot for a lot of them, but it takes being very upfront and like making sure that that other person you're talking to is also being upfront. Because if there's one shady person, it's gonna ruin it. Because you're like, let's say I'm trying to look for something serious and I match with you, and you're like, yeah, me too. And then, you know, we've gone to a few dates. It finally gets to the night that we have sex. And then you're like,
deuces.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you said, and then you blocked me. And I'm like, hello? But yeah.
Have you ever had some like weird people you've talked to? Or,
like that you were scared they were going to kill you?
I had this weird guy.
Okay.
The timing was horrible. So I think we had matched on Bumble. We were talking. I had deleted the app already. So we were texting. And it was around the period of time where we went camping.
Oh.
And again, it wasn't serious with that guy.
Right.
Like we were just texting. And I told him, I was like, oh, I'm going to go on a trip just so you're aware. Like, I was being very, like, polite and very upfront. I was like, hey, by the way, I'm going to go on a trip with some friends. If I don't text you back, it's because I'm trying to enjoy time with them. I'm just trying to get out.
Service is bad.
Yeah, and service was so bad. I was like, I'm going to the, like
and we might get murdered in this gingerbread
and
house.
this it was very white people-ish. I was like, just so you're aware, it was cool. I wasn't on my phone like that whole trip, just for like pictures and videos and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I get back and days pass and I was like, oh, by the way, I'm back. Like it wasn't very like serious. It was just literally like friends talking. But we had gone on one date. And I think he was like already hooked on me. And then I was just like, dude, I was like, we went on one date. Calm down. He sends me a picture. I think for some reason he started getting mad. He sends me a picture of like a gif of like a girl and a guy like being intimate. It wasn't like the actual. It was just like a picture. Yeah. And then he had caption. And he goes, "Oh, when she tells you she's out of town."
What the heck?
And then I was just like, I got pissed off. I was like, and I saw it. I was like, what gives you? I like went off on him. I was like, first of all, we're not together. We went on one date. I don't know you. Yeah. You have no right to tell me this or send me this picture. What I do on my own time, it's on me. We're not in a relationship. And if I did, I don't owe you anything. And then I sent him like a whole ass paragraph. I was like, and just to let you know that was really disrespectful, I want you to delete my number, delete my Insta. Like, I'm going to block you and I need you to do it to me too. I was like, that's it. And then he messaged me. He goes, I'm so sorry. Like, I just didn't want, and he was like trying to struggle for words. And like, I looked at his message and I was like, blocked.
Like, how do you come back from that? Like, even if you are in a relationship, you should have the free will to go out with your girlfriends. Like, I can easily like the girls trip we're taking.
Mhm.
I just told her, hey, just let you know we're gonna go on this day, blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, have fun.
Mhm.
He never at any point was he like, why are you going? Like
Yeah.
blah blah blah, whatever. It was like, all right, thanks for
Yeah.
letting
Have
me know.
fun,
Because
yeah.
when we were planning it, I was like, let me just run it by Dari because I don't want to just like
But
book
you're
it
also
and-
different because you have a kid.
Yeah.
But no, even like prior to having a kid, like I would
Mm.
go out and like to the clubs and like without him because that
Yeah.
was in his
His
scene.
Mhm.
And he was like, all right, just have fun, just be safe,
Yeah.
and that's it.
And that's the level of trust that
Yeah.
you need to have with someone. It's like knowing
Yeah.
that they're not going to do something stupid.
Right,
It's like, what
Yeah.
what? But yeah, no, but that guy pissed me off. And I'm just like, what the hell? I was like, and if I did?
Yeah.
So what?
What about it?
I was like, and what? I was so mad. And that was like one of the guys that I met on like, I think either one of the dating websites. And it was such a, we didn't even date. We went on one date and it was at a park.
Mm.
And that was it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
When you met him, did he give you like creepy vibes or like weird vibes?
it was very possessive.
Mm.
Like, I think he was really looking for a relationship, and anyone that would give him a slight bit of attention,
That's
he
like,
would grab
zoned in on.
onto.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Which and I had made it clear to him. I was like, it's from the beginning. I was like, hey, like, I'm looking for a relationship, but I like to take things slow. I was like, I'm not very, like, I don't want to rush into things. I would
Right.
want to get to know you first.
Right.
And he knew, and he was like, oh, same. And I was like, are you sure? And now, like, and the park that we went to, like, it's like, I guess near his job, because he told me every little detail about him.
That's very weird.
Yeah, and I was just like, well, not gonna go to that city.
Yeah.
I was like, great, love that.
How long ago was this?
It was a few years ago.
It was like 2 years ago. If it was during that trip, right?
Yeah, it was during
it
that
was like
trip.
2 years ago. So another thing that I feel like is being more normalized, I guess, because Bumble's all about like the girl has to message first, right?
Mhm.
I feel like that's being more normalized, where the girl can go up to a guy and
In
ask
person.
them out
Oh,
on
yeah.
a date. Mhm.
Yeah.
You've done that, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah. Like
I'm very, very upfront at times. I do get shy. But if I think someone's attractive or I like them, I try to talk to them little by little. If it's like, oh, like let's say, again, half of the people that I talk to or like I meet, they're at the gym or at work.
because that's where you are.
Because that's where I'm
Yeah.
at. 20 hours of my life.
But it's not coworkers.
It's not, well, one.
But majority
but
of them
majority
are
are
not.
just
Yeah.
like not, yeah.
Okay.
And it's an easy of like, hey, I like your shirt. And that's it. But also, I think for me personally, mine's a little bit easy just because I do work at the gym and I do get to see these people like every day. So I have that level of like, oh, I know them. And now when I'm working out, I'm like, oh, how was your workout? Or like, it's easy for me to come up to some people.
And I feel like it's easier because if it's somebody random, like when are you gonna run into them again?
Right. Yeah.
As opposed to somebody who comes to the gym constantly,
yeah.
you're gonna see them more often than not. And I feel like those are because you are into fitness, you are into, like going to the gym.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a good target for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Like that's a good somebody who
you know that
could-
you have similar.
Something,
Yeah.
at least one thing in common.
Yeah.
It's easy. I think a lot of girls also don't like to make that first move because they're shy of getting rejected.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But at the end of the day, I think what everyone has to realize is that you're going to have to feel you have to be rejected.
At
It's
some
going to
point,
boost
it's
you
gonna
up.
happen.
It's going to make you feel stronger and better and more confident later on.
Yeah.
And it can't always be the guy.
Right.
Like it literally, hey, those guys also have a fear of rejection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does happen.
And it sucks. I was like, so I try my best to at least go up to at least a guy that I think is attractive. I work out with them, or I like have one sentence that we can like talk about when we see each other next time.
And I think it doesn't automatically have to be like, hey, I like you. Hey, I want
Right.
to go out with
Yeah,
you. It can
no.
be like just casually having a conversation so that way they notice you.
Yeah.
And then if it goes there as you start, talking and knowing more, then you're like, hey, like, would you like to go out? Or,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
develops
it doesn't
as you
have
go
to be
on.
always, hey, I like you, let's go out.
Yeah.
Because so for some people, that's not the way they
Yeah.
do things.
Mhm.
It's, too upfront, but some people can do it.
Yeah, that's more like, I don't want to say old school, but I feel like now you have to have like some kind of connection for people to even give you the time of day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's good
Yeah.
good advice.
Because
Good-
I know, like, with Derek, I technically made the first move. Just saying. I was giving him shit. Like, it took you forever. Like, come on. Because he knew, because we had common friends.
Yeah.
And I told my girlfriends at the time, like, hey, he's cute, blah, blah, blah. Little did I know that we're going to go tell him. So he knew, he knew that I liked him. So I was just like, hello. Like, when are you? I'm waiting. But I like his excuse. Was because at that point he was gonna go to Washington for like a family trip for like I think a week or something. So he's like, I don't want to get with you. I didn't want to get with you and then go on this trip, you know. So I'm like, okay, but then
high school a week is like a year.
Yeah. So and we were major like we both knew we liked each other. That was no secret. Everybody and their mom knew that we liked each other. Even then when he came back, he still didn't ask me out. He didn't ask me out until like a month or 2 months later. I was like, the fuck? And I literally text them from my mom's phone because I didn't even have a phone at that time. So I text them and we were just texting and then he asked me and I was like, about fucking time.
That's funny.
And we didn't see each other till like, because we were at that point, we were like on summer break or something. So we didn't see each other till like 2 months later. Like he didn't come over to my place like 2 months later. And that was to ask my dad if we can be together.
That's cute.
Like, what?
You know what's funny? I met you when we were already together, but I met Judy and Derek and Joey when Matt and I weren't even together yet. I literally met a big chunk of his friends before we even got together.
Yeah.
So I was like, what are we doing here?
I was like, why is he? Like, but his excuse like, oh, it's just my assistant. What are you guys? I'm like,
He met my family before we were like together, and at that point, my mom would make fun of me. She's like, I don't know what random guy would want to meet a whole family,
right? Like, I was a little suspicious. I mean, all his friends were suspicious.
Yeah, he told me that like everybody would ask. I was like, no, I'm just here.
I'm just his assistant.
I'm here to stay.
Oh my god, me.
But yeah. Oh, what?
No, yeah, I was like, same. I was like, after I'm here to stay, and I stayed.
She did.
And
all right. Anyways, holiday time. So yeah, it's always funny when like people get together during the holidays because I've seen like in TV shows. I know it's like made up, but it's like, oh, do I get them like extra stuff because we just got together and it's your anniversary? So like dating around the holidays could be tricky. But I mean, what do you get someone, not just that you start dating, but like your significant other? Because I always struggle with Matt.
I do too. Because I'm like, what do you, because I even asked him like straight up, like, what do you want?
Yeah.
And he's like, nothing.
I don't know.
And it's very annoying. But I think some of the like essential things you can get him, one, probably clothes, like a shirt or something. And I know it seems very basic, but if they're not giving you anything,
you have
like,
to work with something.
Yeah. Or like electronic stuff, like chargers. They always need chargers, right? Like power banks, stuff like that. Or something that you know they like. I don't know. You have to find something that their hobby that they're into.
Oh yeah.
Like for our guys, even though they're not playing disc golf as often, I'm sure they would appreciate like
something
like disc golf related.
Slipknot just did a collab with Discraft. It was so
what?
Weird.
That's so random.
But yeah, I always think to D&D. I'm like,
yeah,
I mean, I don't know what I would get him, but if I get him like something random, I'm sure he'll find a way to use it.
Yeah. And I feel like it's just really, you have to know your guy or girl, whoever you're dating, enough to like know something that they're gonna like, because it can be very general, like again, like chargers, clothes, stuff like that. But if you know they're into a specific hobby, like look into what that is. Like if they're into golf, get them golf balls. I'm sure they're not gonna like mind having
like,
a bunch of
not another ball.
And I talked to my mom about this. I'm like, what does dad want for Christmas? Because they have their hobbies. My dad likes football. He has everything Packer related that I could think of.
Go Pack Go.
Wait, is who's the Packer fan? Your
My
mom or your dad?
Both.
Also,
it started. My dad started watching football, and my mom, like in attempts to like bond with him over something, actually ended up liking it.
That's so cute.
So your dad got your mom into okay.
I'm also into the Packers.
Go Pack Go. But
I don't watch it, so
yeah.
But go either. Cowboys, because my husband goes for them, even though they suck.
Go
whatever.
OBJ. Just him. He keeps switching teams. I don't know where he's at. But I asked my mom. She's like, he wears sweaters. He wears Under Armour, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna get him a gift card to like Under Armour or Columbia.
Dicks.
And I think you know, gift cards are so underrated because I used to be on the boat of like, oh, they're so unpersonable.
Yeah.
But then now that I'm older, I'm like, okay, you're giving me money to spend on something I want.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'll take it. So now it's like, why not?
What I usually do, it's if I'm barely starting talking to this person or something like that, I like to gather things they like candy, chips, snacks.
Oh, those are really good.
And put it in a basket just because I know it's not something extravagant, but I know that it's something that they're going to need on the daily.
Yeah, and it shows that you
And it
like
shows
listen.
that I listen and that I care or whatever. And then, or the things like gifts that I've gotten from like other people are like, now it's mostly like gym clothes. Like gym, all gym related, or like shoes, socks, which I need, like little scrunchies, like for when I work out, stuff like that. And I've like, I like to pay attention to like their likes and dislikes. And if they don't tell me, I'm very observant. So like if I am hanging out with them, like let's say we're going out and like they go to the gas station and get snacks, I'm like, you got Chex Mix. And I'm like,
no
Chex Mix. I'm like, got it. And it's stuff like that I usually get them. Like I have one friend, he's from church that I met. Love him to death.
You go to church?
Yeah. Once in a blue moon. Love him to death. He was living in South Dakota because he has his piloting. He's a pilot.
Oh, nice.
So he like does like he drives airplanes.
Yeah.
So every year I would get him. We were both very alcoholic people. So there was this one time we both came into church and New Year's Day wasted.
Oh, wow.
Josh, this is for you. I was smelling like Coke and whiskey. And it was all rum. Like he was like,
oh my God.
We would come in and like people that we would hang out with, they're like, dude, you guys smell like alcohol. And we thought we were like so slick. We're like, yeah, we got this. And like, no, we both smell like alcohol. And I was just like, what the hell are we going to do?
Was it alcohol or was it the blood of Jesus?
You're right. Wow. I needed you back in the day. And I usually get him like different alcohols. Like I got him moonshine last time.
Oh, wow.
And I would always send it to him. And there's an ongoing joke that I have with him. Like every year I send us a picture of myself framed. I always send him one picture of me and it's always framed. And now he has a girlfriend. I was like, maybe I won't do it this year. Like I feel like I'm going to see him at church this year if he comes over because he is in, I think he's in one of the Dakotas or something. But he's gonna come and I'm like still gonna give him his present because it's like it's a yearly thing that I have with him. But for sure, no picture.
Yeah, no picture.
Yeah, no, because I think we've done like 3 or 4 already. And I was like, "Where is it at your house?" And he goes, "It's here." And I was like,
not there in the trash.
Like,
not anymore. I was like, ugh. Now that he has a girlfriend, I'm like, you know what? Let's just keep it as is. I was like, I'm not trying to have some other girl come and try to do something. But yeah, but I like to give gifts that like they like.
Yeah.
If I'm barely starting to talk to them, but if I know them, then yeah, definitely I feel like
hobbies
I should. Then hobbies or something.
All right, so we're expecting something nice this year, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, we need a new camera.
I won't be coming to the Christmas party.
No, but it sounds like all of us are like, just pay attention to what the other person
Yeah.
likes. It doesn't have to be big. It could be like you said, there's snacks that they like,
Right.
or if they have hobbies.
Yeah.
Any little.
It doesn't have to
thing.
be expensive.
Yeah.
Either. I think a lot of people are caught up on the price.
Mhm.
There's this, I don't know who posted. I think one of you guys posted. It was like, hey, like take in consideration one person, an hour of work. It's what
did.
you did. Yeah. It's like, what, 15, 16.
Whatever they're making. If somebody's making $15 an hour,
Yeah.
30,
It's
20,
Like just
whatever.
know that the gift that they give you, it's more than that. Like they're working for you to like get that gift.
Yeah.
And that I saw that message like 3 or 4 times on my timeline. I'm like, that's so true. I was like, be like, and also when you're getting a gift, don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Don't be like no, like be like, oh my god, this
Great.
is so much.
Because I feel like if you're gonna be so unappreciative of what they got you, then you cut that for now.
Yeah.
Or don't get him anything. Because I would appreciate anything that comes from any of my friends, whether it be as simple as, just like a snacks, like chips
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
whatever, because I know they took time out of their day and they're always spending their money
Yeah.
on me, and they were considerate of getting me something.
Yeah.
Like, why am I going to be like, ugh, you
Yeah.
just got me
Mhm.
this?
And if you don't get anything, don't take it offensive.
No, yeah.
It's like
Things
just
are
know,
expensive.
yeah, just know
Mhm.
that person really maybe tried
yeah.
to get
Mhm.
you something, but it wasn't in their budget.
Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like it sucks. Like
That's how I always feel with like aunts, but I always get their kids something. I'm like, I
Yeah.
feel like if I get their kids something, they'll be like, okay,
Okay,
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But that's the moral of today's episode.
Yeah.
Don't go broke trying to buy everybody gifts.
Yeah.
For reals, yeah.
Yeah, just pay attention to people, their interests, their hobbies, and yeah, just do your best.
Be nice.
But yeah, thank you guys for listening and or watching today's
Yes.
episode. We have our Santa hats today.
Yeah.
But if you want to find Faby on any social
Stop.
media dating apps,
She does have her Venmo open. I don't accept gifts, but I accept money.
it's Faby.
Faby _ H24. Faby, it's FABY _H24
Got
on
it.
everything. On TikTok, on Instagram,
Venmo.
Venmo, where else?
Cash
Zelle.
App?
Zelle. Oh yeah, I can do Cash App. I'll start it right now. I better expect some money.
Cut that out.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna go on a little thing here, but yesterday Izzy, she's a kid, right? So she opened the gifts. She opened mine first, and I'm like, "There's something inside." I meant like other toys. She's like, "Money?"
No.
And I was like, "No."
You're like, ugh.
She yelled it out in front of everybody. I was like,
Kids are so like
They're so honest.
Like,
Yeah.
my niece and my nephew doesn't like something. He goes, "All right." I'm like, "Go and see something." So thank you.
But yeah, if you want to follow our podcast, it's
Yes.
at Two Girls on a Mic, and our personal ones are in the description below. But with that being said, thank you guys for listening, and you'll see us on the next one.
Bye. I don't know what to say. 12/11/2020. Bye.
2022.
Going back to my I thought I was pregnant. I thought I was, and then like the dream, and then I like went to the guy. The guy was blurry, and he goes, "It's okay, we're gonna keep it." I was like,
We?
I know.
That is not your decision.
"Hello?" And then I woke up, and I was like, "No, not this."
Not this again.
Not this.
You want to start it?
No. Bye.